So without further ado, let's get cracking. So we can see here we're already off to a bit of a quick start, up to step 3. As I said earlier on, I like that they include these little inset diagrams that show exactly what parts you're going to need for every step. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out of exactly what it is you've got to do next. Makes life a lot easier. So already here we've got the rear axle and engine compartments already assembled. I guess next we'll probably move on to the engine itself and then on to more of the chassis. So there you go, that is the engine in its compartment. As I said before about the red rubber band, I thought maybe it might have been a fan belt, and it appears that it is. You can see you've got some hoses, kind of an oil filler cap from the looks of it, maybe a few other details that are kind of hard to identify, but I guess these would probably be exhausts. So it's pretty neat. It's really quite cool. There's a lot of detail in here, and I really like it. So you can see the chassis now starting to come together. The front axle has just been added. This will kind of give you an idea of the size of it. I know when the box says it's 12 inches long or 30 centimeters long, that doesn't really mean much until you can actually hold it in your hands and see just how big it actually is. I'm not sure how much further the front bumper is going to extend, but I would say probably at least maybe this far. So it's going to be quite substantial. Well, we're working on the interior a little bit. You can see there's kind of a tile floor, alternating black and white, which looks very attractive. So we're progressing pretty well. Much of the back end is done. You can see there's a working engine hatch. You can take a look, see the engine inside. It's actually quite cool. It's kind of open on either side at the wheel wells. The rear panel, you can see it's got the rear license plate. There's also a license plate on the front. And we've got started on the interior detail. This would be the rear shelf, which I think folds out into a bed. So lots of funky stuff going on inside this thing. So like I said, the interior detail is starting to come together. We just added one of the doors, which has this kind of three-tiered shelf set up on it. There's no stopper yet, so it does kind of close a little too far, but I'm sure that'll get fixed when as the build goes on. So now you can see the second door has been installed, so there's now free access to the interior. There's a little module that was added that the door actually attaches to. I don't know if that might be a stove or a cabinet right there, but it's got a functioning little door right there. So anyway, I'm going to take a break here because it's actually starting to get pretty dark, and even with all my lighting, it's getting kind of hard to see everything, and I want to have the best possible lighting on the video. So I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to get back to it tomorrow or the next day, whenever I get a chance to. So we'll see where we end up from here.